Are you looking for a way to relocate to US? Maybe your fiancé is here in the States, your husband, your wife. I'm here to tell you a story of how I relocated from Nigeria to the United States or to US. Okay, so if this will interest you, just keep on watching. Hello family, welcome to my channel. I would like to appreciate my new subscribers. If you are new, my name is Princess. Here I talk about IT, Scrum, Agile, location journey to the United States, etc, etc. So I would like you to like, subscribe, turn on your notification bell as to know when I upload new videos. As for my old subscribers, you guys are the real VPs. Having said that, let's just jump right quick into the video. As I said, it's going to be a story time. I wish and I hope I remember everything because I know that so many people are looking for a way to migrate to this country. It seems so difficult, and I know that it can be frustrating. They have a lot of questions in their mind, and they're looking for a way to, who can be of a help to them. So that's why I'm sharing my story so that it can be a helping hand or it can be a help to you. And if you have any questions, please drop it in the comment section. Let's just chat over there. Okay, the first thing we did, the journey started in February 2018. 14th of February is my husband's birthday. Then he filed a form called I-1330. That's the name of the form, to USCIS. I filled out mine, sent it to him. He filled out his. You have to pay a fee. Seriously, I can't remember the fee, but it's around $500 and something. He paid and mailed it through USPS to USCIS processing centers. Okay, let me just tell you that there are 5 processing USCIS centers in the United States. I was unfortunate, I will say, for them to move my file to Nebraska center. So the 5 processing centers, Texas, California, Nebraska, Potomac, and I can't remember, but these are the 5 processing centers. It depends on the state you are, but definitely your file will be in one of the processing centers. My file was in Nebraska. There is a website that helped me. I will link it in the description. Visa Journey. If you are yet to have an account with them, I advise you to have an account with them. It doesn't matter the visa you are going for. Is it green card? Is it student visa? Everything is downloaded there. It was a helping hand for me. I started, checking out the processing time, because every processing centers have different processing times. I don't know if you understand what I meant, but I saw that Nebraska, where my file was behind the time. I would say 5 months backlog has not been touched, and Texas was so fast. I wasn't happy at all, but I know that the waiting game has started. Trump was the president of America at that time, so everything was not as smooth as possible, because on a normal basis it should have taken 6 months, but it took us 8 months and few weeks. So let me not rush, let me take it one step at a time. After we filed, after in less than a week, or I would say latest 1 week, they sent us a form called I-797. That is called Notice of Action. I was so excited. I thought, it was so quick. They have approved it. No, they haven't. And I can tell you, when you are trying to mail in the file, you are going to pay a fee, as I said, and you're going to mail it with the supporting document. I'm not going to mention the supporting document right now because it's going to make this video to be so long, but just know that there are a lot of supporting documents you need to mail in with the form, which is I-130. You need all those supporting documents. If not, it's going to delay the process, and the process takes now more than 1 year or a year to get done. After that, receive the I-797 form. It's called Notice of Action. Chibike is crying. This guy cannot allow me to shoot a video. Oh my goodness. Reality. We received the form. The form is just to let you know, okay, we have received your documents, we have received your file. Guys, let me go and check in with him and I will be right back. So I'm right back. Then we received, as I said, the one I-797 is a notice of action to tell you we have received your file or we have received your document to be processing it. That was how we started. The waiting time started until around 6 months, I will say around July. They sent another mail requesting my husband's passport. Emma sent the passport, just passport photograph, sent out the passport photograph to them. And I thought, okay, these guys, they are going to reply. Nope. They didn't reply till October the 31st. So the file, my husband mailed the file on his birthday, and they approved I-130 on my own birthday, which was on October 31st. I was so happy. You guys need to see. I was so happy. So when they approve the document, they will send you an email and also mail it to you, which is another notice of action. But this notice of action is I-797C. So it's just to show you we have approved it. Sometimes they will reject, but as I said, you need to submit every proof or the supporting document for them not to reject you. I'm not praying for that. The next thing that happened was we started tracking it, because when they sent you the first notice of action, it's going to come with your tracking number, your USCIS number. So you can use it, log into their website and start tracking your document. Then I tracked it. It can take 2 to 7 business days for them to send your file over to MVC. MVC means National Visa Centers. When they received the file, my file, they sent us a welcome email. I'll call it a welcome letter. And the email consists of, congratulations, we have received your file, blah, 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 blah. But what you have to take note is they'll give you their website, tell you to go in with the tracking number they will give to you, case number, they call it case number, and an invoice number. That's what you're going to see in that email. I logged in with my case number. I filled out DS261. DS261 is the first form you will fill out when you don't need to pay any fee. It's just a way to communicate to them on how they can relate to you. You can put in your email, your phone number, your address, and so on and so forth. That is what DS261 consists of. Then I sent it, and you have to wait 3 weeks for them to process the whole document that you sent. After 3 weeks, I have to pay my fee. We paid the fees. It's two payments entirely. One is processing visa fee, which is $325, and affidavit of support fee, which is $120. So this payment you can't pay with your Nigerian account. You can't pay with credit card. You can't pay with debit card. You need to pay with US bank account. I mean, route that has routing number. When I saw it, I was like, what is this? I don't know what is routing number. So your spouse or your fiancé that is in the States needs to make the payment. After we made the payment, we now have to fill out DS260. DS260 is a form that you need to pay attention to, fill out everything necessary, everything needed. There is a lot of things in there for you to fill out. Be truthful, fill it out. This is where the game starts, guys. Now you are going to do a lot of work. Some people use lawyer to do it, but I didn't use lawyer. I did everything all by myself. That's what I'm telling you, because I know that this can be frustrating. I'm here to tell you that I can relate to what you are going through. All you need is the right document, prayers, so that they don't get you rejected. So the process started here. At one point in time, it can get overwhelming. It really understands. Don't beat yourself. Don't think you did it wrong, because I did it 4 times before I was accepted. I'm going to give you tips. After filling out the DS260, you need supporting documents. I'm not really going to talk about the supporting documents you need to submit, because it's going to make this video so long. So if you want to know the supporting documents, I can do a separate video. Please leave it in the comment section and I promise you I'll bring it to your doorstep. Now you have to add all the whole supporting document, choose your category and add it. If you have a sponsor, this is where it's going to be overwhelming, because you need to call your sponsor, you know, get a lot of information, all the whole document, and sometimes it's not going to be easy, but try to get the whole document. Try to submit even what they don't want, you know, that maybe they need but they didn't remember to ask, so that you'll be on the safe side. If you're doing fiancé visa, you don't need to submit any document. This is more of spouse visa. So when it comes to spouse visa, we have CR1 and IR1. I'm not going to talk about CR1, the difference between CR1 and IR1. I started with CR1 and ended up with IR1. It's going to make this video long. And but if you're doing K1 visa, which is fiancé visa, you don't need to submit any document to MVC, but you're going to fill out the DS 260, that's all, and then you go with your documents to the interview. And after that, after submitting the documents, you need to make it clear. They reply after 2 weeks. So if you submit your document today, just count 2 weeks for them to reply to you. They're going to send you an email and then to tell you there's something, an update has happened, maybe in your case number, whatever. Then you go to their website and check if they approved or they rejected it. I was scanning all the whole documents with my phone. Please don't blame me. I was doing all those stuff and it wasn't clear. They kept rejecting it due to that factor. It took a lot of time. It took a ton on my flesh because of that. So I don't advise you to scan with your phone. You can scan all those documents maybe in cyber cafe, or if you have a scanner or a printer that has a scanner, yes. Just make sure that the documents are clear enough to be readable. Don't zip the document or whatever, no, or encrypt the document, no. Make it open so that anyone can access it and it's clear. This is just my little tip because it happened to me and it delayed the process. It can delay your process because they don't just answer or approve or look at a document immediately. It takes 2 weeks. After that, I was so happy that they accepted my document after 4 times or 5 times. They have, because they will tell you if they need something or something, then they will still request for it. Sent an email, they have approved the whole document. I was so happy. And then after that, they are going to wait for an email from the embassy, tell your interview date if you are doing spouse visa. But if you are doing K1 visa, then you're going to schedule your interview by yourself. They scheduled my interview with the instruction of the medicals and all those things. So the next step is to go for your medicals. 3 centers in Nigeria, one in VI, the other one in Ikeja, one in Abuja. I use the one in VI. Now you have to pay for your medicals, which is around 100-something thousand at that time. Maybe it depends on the dollar. I don't know how much they are paying now. You have to call them and schedule for your appointment. Very important. You will see their number on that email the embassy will send to you. Call them on the phone, schedule for your interview, schedule for your appointment. And then I went for my appointment, take a passport, US standard. I don't want to take it outside because, you know, I don't want to make a mistake. So they have professional photographers that take pictures at that place. Though it's a little bit higher, but I ended up snapping the passport. Then I gave it to them. They will check for STD and they will vaccinate you, I don't know, and give you vaccination card. They check a lot of things. My friend told me, he's a smoker, do you think it will reflect? If you're a smoker, what I will tell you is this: just tune down for like 2 months before you go for the lab test. Try now and start working on that so that you don't show that maybe you are doing this or that, because it can reflect, who knows. But that is practically what they check. And another tip I'll give you is don't go there and start coughing, because if you do, they are going to check you for TB. And TB, the result comes out in 3 months. It happened to one of my friends and it delayed her. It can be frustrating and annoying at the same time if you have to wait and you have to pay another fee for it. and at the end of the day you end up staying in Nigeria for 3 months. Even when they approve your visa, you can't go. You need your result. You need that TB result. So if you are going, please, if you're having catarrh or cough or anything, just treat it before going to do your medicals. It takes 7 days for your result to be out. You can go there and pick your results. And when they have picked my result, you don't need to open it. They gave me the results, the CD and my vaccination card. You are going to go with the CD and the vaccination card through the port of entry. When you are traveling, you need it. Please don't throw it away. And you don't need, as I said, you don't need to open the result they will give to you. You need to submit it at the embassy, at your interview venue. On my interview date, that was the easiest. Went through the process. It was just easy. It may not be easy for everybody, so I'm going to give you a few tips. Come with your jacket. That place is cold. Come with your jacket. It will keep you warm. And also go with all your supporting documents. Even if you are doing fiancé or spouse visa, go with all your supporting documents. Go with extra. Doing fiancé visa, you know that so many people that are doing fiancé visa are already married. Don't allow them to see your pictures, your wedding pictures. You need to go with pictures, romantic pictures, but not your wedding pictures at all. They don't need to see it. If they see it, they will tell you to go and file for CR1. For spouse visa, you need your whole document, your pictures, everything. Though they may not ask you, they didn't ask me, but it's better to get it, to come with it, than for them to require it. Because if they require it, they will return back your passport and then tell you to mail in the required documents with your passport, even though they approved you, right? And it's going to be frustrating because when they are thinking, oh, they are going to take my passport. If they approve you, they are going to collect your passport and then print in the visa or the green card and then send it through mail, through DHL. You go there and pick it up. What happened is, at my interview, they do a lot of screening, scanning to ensure that everything. You don't need to. You're not going to go with your phone. You enter there. They have a line for visiting visas and K1 and spouse visa. So we are there. They rejected one guy at my presence. It was crazy, and a lot of people, they approved them, but they returned their passport back to them because they need additional document. That's why I said, please go with everything you need to go with to avoid all these things. After that, I met with one white guy, and he asked me basically things I needed to know. Just few things I needed to know about my husband. I answered. He told me, can I show him his picture, the wedding pictures? I brought it out. I was pointing, who is this? I pointed, and he said, congratulations. That was it. I would say minimum of 7 minutes. It didn't take time, and he told me gave me a paper, and if they give you white paper, that means I think they accepted you or whatever, or yellow paper. I can't remember. They gave me the paper. It's a white paper. They gave me the paper and then the instruction on how I'm going to pick up my passport. Then after 3 days, you can track your passport. It was crazy. DHL in Lagos. Oh my goodness. I went the first time. The crowd was crazy. You have to bribe, Nigeria now. You have to bribe and bribe and bribe. I said, no, I'm not bribing anybody just to pick up my passport. No, I'm not bribing anybody. So the next day, I picked the passport and there was green card on it. Just like that. This may be long. I can't cover everything in this video. So if there are so many questions you have at the back of your mind you want to ask, please drop it in the comment section. Let's just chat in the comment section. I will answer your questions. If it warrants me to do a separate video for it, definitely I will do that. Thank you guys, and see you in my next video.